Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking into the disappearance of Michael Pierce Madden, and he went missing in September of 1986. It says he was 32 years old, 5'9", 150 pounds. I couldn't find anybody. I did a name search and I did a hand search by hand. I couldn't find anybody that fit his description. That was in the Doe Network or Namus. So he had brown hair, blue eyes. I mean, somebody might be there, but I couldn't find somebody. So he has steel pins implanted in his left knee. So if they have a John Doe, that's him. It should be easy to tell because of the steel pins. He was a senior at Western Washington University at the time that he went missing. And he was unemployed, but he lived off Veterans Affairs Disability Pension. Plus, there was a pension check that was coming for him for $7,000, but right after he went missing, one of his neighbors in the apartment complex, Mr. William Milligan, got his check that was intended and cashed it, sold his car, sold the missing man's car, rented a post office under his name, and he was getting his pension checks there. So this man that did this, which I believe probably killed him, he uses this alias Christopher Carr, and he's been diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder, and he had escaped from an Ohio mental hospital earlier in 1986. He was committed there in 1978 after being found not guilty by reason of insanity on charges of raping 3 women. So he escaped from a mental home, but he gets in the apartment complex, and did he use the Christopher Carr identity? Did he have identification? Or did he kill somebody else and use their identity? How did he get into the apartment building, right? Okay, to be able to rent an apartment. Where did he get the money from? Because he was an escaped mental patient. He had to have gotten the money from somewhere and the identification from somewhere, right? So it says he escaped from the hospital in July 1986. Then he traveled to Washington, and that's when he moved into that same apartment building as Madden. And then Madden's gone, and he knows Madden's gone enough to sell his car within 3 days or put it up for sale. And then he said that Madden had given him the car prior to him going missing in payment for a loan, and that he had a right to sell it. He probably felt like he killed Madden. He had planned the murder. He'd gotten rid of the body, so he earned the money that was Madden's, and he earned the car because people are crazy. Sometimes people, well, I shouldn't use the word crazy, but sometimes people feel that way. Like you might have somebody taking care of an elderly family member, and they might be working on killing them while they're doing it, making sure they can inherit their money and things like that. And then they might feel like they earned it and worked hard for it, you know? Because sometimes people's thinking just isn't right. So, anyway, so it says Madden is missing under suspicious circumstances. And it was uncharacteristic of him to leave without warning. Yeah, leave his car, leave his belongings, leave his income, leave a $7,000 check that was for his schooling. But, you know, if you have any information about what might have happened, where his remains might be, contact to the police and let them know. I don't, all these years, and they had this gentleman locked back up and they couldn't find out what he did with the remains. I really wish they would find out. I mean, it's been a lot of years. I don't know if the killer's still alive, but anyway, please feel free to leave comments. Don't forget to pray for his loved ones and his family. You know, there he was trying to better his life, and you know, it's sad. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and please feel free to leave comments. Have a great day. Bye-bye.